Hey guys. So hopefully you took a few seconds yesterday to get the z-score just by plugging into any calculator and then getting the p-value. If you have your calculator home, you would use normal CDF for that. If you don't have a calculator, you're going to have to Google normal curve calculator. What this p-value tells you is that this area under the curve over here is about 2.2%. So if we go back and look at this question, it means that, this is important, so listen. If 45% of college students use FaceTime, there is a 2.2% chance of getting a sample as small or smaller than the one we got. Now, is that likely? That's the big question. Now, 2% is not that likely. Plus, that's what this alpha level is talking about. If you get a p-value less than alpha, so what this means is if you get a p-value less than alpha, we're going to call it unlikely, whatever the event is we're talking about. So in statistics, what they'll say is, so for our conclusion, we can say, since our p-value of 0.02195 is less than alpha, we reject the null hypothesis. That is a key part of this. Reject the null hypothesis. Let's talk about what that means. We're not done with the conclusion yet. So, once again, if the 45% is true, it is unlikely we would get a sample as small as the one we got. Okay? So that means we think the 45% is wrong, and we do think that less college students use FaceTime. Okay, think about that. You might want to replay that part back. So to finish my conclusion, because right now my conclusion doesn't say anything about the sample, I can say there is evidence that less than 45% of college students use FaceTime. Okay? Because the p-value is so low. If the p-value was greater than 5%, then we would not reject the null hypothesis. Okay? I'm going to write that, even though it doesn't apply to this question, I'm going to write it down here. If the p-value is greater than alpha, and what they say in statistics is we fail to reject. Whoops, however I spell reject. Okay? I'm going to give you your own example to try now. And, like I said, there's a lot going on here. So you try your best, and we can set up a Zoom session to answer any questions. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. Couple things. If you made it this far, I hope you're being nice to your mom. This isn't easy for her either. Clean up once in a while. Do something nice for her. Okay? All right.